Hi there. So I am here to tell you about the beginning stages of your baby's brain. So 3 weeks after conception, a group of cells form this flat structure, which is called the neural plate. The neural plate will fold, which turns into sort of like a tube-like shape. And this neural plate actually becomes the brain and the spinal cord of the baby. So it's kind of within the tube, it kind of slowly develops into these different um, areas, I guess, of what you want to call it. So there's one part called the forward brain, the midbrain, and the hindbrain, and the actual spinal cord. So the forebrain will become the cerebral cortex, which is what everyone thinks of an actual what the brain looks like in the head. Um, so the cerebral cortex, of course, translates sense. It translates, behaviors, thoughts, memories, and problem solving. The midbrain, actually becomes the relay station by sending information from the infant's body to different areas of the brain. So the hindbrain controls breathing and the heart rate of the baby. And then, of course, the spinal cord conveys information between the brain and the rest of the baby's body. As the baby is rapidly developing between weeks 4 and 8, we can see that the baby's brain will have two hemispheres, which is called the cerebral cortex. Between weeks 8 and 26, the cerebral cortex, aka the forward brain, begins to actually cover the midbrain. The cortex expands like greatly in the actual baby's body. Um, on the cerebral cortex, you'll kind of notice, how a brain always looks like it's wrinkly and um, kind of folded in valleys. So this is actually called Gyri and Sulci, I believe is how you pronounce it. That's what they're called, and they actually create neural networks of the brain. So the brain will be forming cells called neurogenesis. Um, and the nerve cells will migrate actually outwards. And these are kind of what, like, how they acquire different characteristics and behaviors. And then we'll go to specific different areas of the brain. Um, so basically how that kind of works, how they're traveling along and they're moving outwards, is called dendrites and axons. Um, so dendrites and axons actually help to guide nerve cells to different parts of the brain. Axons will carry out the outgoing signals to other neurons. Um, there's this small little gap between an axon and a dendrite, and that small gap is called the synapsis, which is actually the point of communication between the different neurons. So this growth process of all the different cells kind of going to all different parts of the brain um, continues rapidly and happens a ton basically during the baby's first year of life.